Through the years, we've seen some incredible advancements in cell phones, including Siri,
My name is Siri, but you knew that already.
known as Speech Interpretation and Recognition Interface.
Going My Way, hosted by Alan Williams, sponsored by Toyota Knoxville.
It doesn't mean any one specific thing.
Ever wonder whose voice you might be listening to? Meet Susan Bennett. How did you get started as the voice of Siri?
I know that my voice was chosen from a huge voice bank by, I don't know, I like to think Steve Jobs, maybe. The recordings that I did were some of the first of its kind, IVR recordings, interactive voice response. And you would read all these crazy phrases and sentences that made no sense because they were created just to get sound combinations.
She's the voice behind Siri, heard from your phones to automobiles. She recorded her voice 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, for a month back in 2005.
The sounds had to be consistent. So you couldn't have one sound right here and another sound up there, so it had to be pretty monotone. And so I sent phrases like, cow hoist in the tub hut today. Say schist fresh issue today. Militia oi hallucinate, bukra okra ooze.
Wow.
Poetry.
You better be wide awake when you go to work.
Well, I suffered some brain damage from those sessions, I can tell you.
She said she was curious how and where this whole mishmash of words would all end up.
I'm married to the idea of helping people.
6 years later,
They said, hey, I think this is your voice. And I listened and I said, yes, now how did that happen? So it was a complete surprise.
the first time she heard herself, she said it was pretty creepy.
When iPhone 4S is where I first appeared, and I'm talking to myself, it's like, oh, I almost had to throw the phone away.
It took Susan 2 years to research how this all came about without her knowledge. She says she was paid for recording the original phrases, but never offered payment by Apple when her voice began to circle the globe. She does admit these days, because of notoriety, she's become the life of every party.
They have one of two reactions. It's just sort of like, yeah, okay, what else? And other people, so somewhere in between.
Susan speaks across the country nowadays and does voiceover work for many companies, but forever will be known as the first voice of Siri.
People are curious about it because it is pretty weird.
Going My Way, I'm Alan Williams.
Tired of searching for that new Toyota? Toyota Knoxville has the answer. In addition to new Toyotas arriving daily, we have a fantastic selection of pre-owned Toyotas as close as new as it gets. 4Runners, RAV4s, Tacomas, Tundras, and more. Most come with our complimentary lifetime warranty at no extra cost. Plus, if you're selling, we're buying. Get an instant cash offer for your vehicle backed by Kelley Blue Book. Keep the cash or use it as a down payment. The search is over. Get to Toyota Knoxville today. I-40 and the Lover Road exit.